Yo, what up everybody? My name is Jordan Phoenix, but y'all can just call me JP for short. And you are now watching/listening to JPWR. That's Jordan's Pro Wrestling Reviews. Now today I'll be covering the latest episode of Monday Night Raw from November 14th, live from Louisville, Kentucky. And it was a pretty decent episode, man. So with that said, let me not ramble on with this intro any longer. Let's just dive into the action. So we kicked the show off with Seth Rollins making his way down to the ring to cut a promo, because WWE can never start a show with a wrestling match, of course. But basically, Seth comes down to the ring, cuts a promo about the events from last week with Bobby Lashley, Mustafa Ali, and Austin Theory. And I'm not going to get much into that because you already know how that story ended. Now, during his promo, Seth Rollins claims that now that he is the U.S. champion, this is the top prize on Monday nights. And I want to know, man, what do you guys think about that, man? Do y'all think that now that he's the U.S. champion, that's the new top title of Monday Night Raw? And when he said that, I thought about when Brock Lesnar was Universal Champion years ago. And, the top title on Raw was the Intercontinental Championship. And we remember Seth held that title during that time, too, where he had his feuds with the likes of Dolph Ziggler and people like Drew McIntyre and so on, man. So what do y'all think about that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Shortly after, Seth Rollins is then interrupted by the almighty Bobby Lashley. And he doesn't really do much. He just comes down to the ring and states that, he wants the championship match that he never got. He wants his U.S. title back and so on and so on. Then after that, our boy Mustafa Ali comes out and interferes. And here we go. The action begins. Mustafa Ali is making his way down to the ring mid-promo, accompanied by a ref trying to stop him. I guess from getting a beating like he did last week when Bobby Lashley just yeeted him backstage. But basically, they get into an all-out brawl, which leads to the first match of the night with Bobby Lashley and Mustafa Ali. And Bobby Lashley just destroys Ali once again. But I'm not going to front. They let our boy Ali get a little offense in. But at the end of the day, Bobby Lashley stood tall. We then hop in a backstage promo with Kathy Kelly and the OC and the returning Mia Yim. And not really much from this promo. Luke Gallows trying to joke how he's the ladies' man. And, he's the reason Mia Yim joined the team. But really, the only really major takeaway from this promo was AJ Styles challenging Finn Balor to a 1v1 match at Survivor Series. So I'm interested to see where that goes, because AJ should already know from experience that you don't just fight Finn Balor 1v1. When you fight Finn Balor, you fight the whole Judgment Day. So let's see how this goes later on in the show. Now we have the returning Mia Yim on her first match back on Monday Night Raw. And it's against Tamina, of all people, man. So, it's good to see Tamina back again. Not really much in this match. It was a good back and forth match, a decent TV match. And Mia Yim stood tall, of course. And it's great to see Tamina back, but I think Tamina needs that women's championship run, man, before she retires. Not now, of course, because we have Bianca Belair and Ronda Rousey on top. But I wouldn't mind seeing Tamina hold the title for a little bit, man. We know she held the tag team titles with Natalya, but the tag titles don't really feel prestigious to me, man. And, when they did the whole hot potato thing with Damage Control and Asuka and Alexa, that kind of proved Sasha Banks and Naomi's point on why they dropped the titles in the first place, man. So, yeah. Let me add that during the match, Rhea Ripley came and Dominic Mysterio was accompanied with her, of course. And they just, sat at the top of the ramp and watched the match. And that was about it. We also got a glimpse of Damage Control watching the match, man. They're trying to find their next member of the War Games match, and let's see, do they recruit Mia? Do they recruit Rhea? Who did they recruit, man? Did they find somebody new? Stay tuned. Now we have a match with Matt Riddle and Chad Gable, and I knew this match was gonna be kind of decent, man. We got two technical wrestlers going at it, and it was a pretty decent TV match, another decent TV match tonight. And nothing really major from it, I did like the decision, though. They gave Chad Gable the victory with help from Otis, of course. He had his foot on the ropes, and Otis held him down, and Chad Gable got the win, man. It's nice seeing him shine. I'm honestly ready for Alpha Academy to break up. I want Triple H to bring back, I believe his name was Tucker, Otis's old partner. Bring Heavy Machinery back. It's time for Chad Gable to get his singles push, man, so they can get Heavy Machinery back together and have Chad start his singles run. And I don't know what's next for Riddle, man. They mentioned Elias. Where's Elias? But I don't know where the storyline's heading, so... But other than that, pretty decent match, man. I love the spot with the German suplex off the top rope. That was pretty good. So, not really much I can say about this match. After that, we get a backstage promo with JBL and Baron Corbin and Akira Tozawa. They're basically playing poker, and to make a long story short, Tozawa demolishes them in the game of poker after they thought he couldn't play. And Corbin tries to cheat, which basically leads to the match later in the night. But I'll get into that, later on in the review. And the thing about Baron Corbin, I want to say, are y'all feeling this Baron Corbin JBL duo? I'm not really feeling it personally. this is how I would have him. I would honestly have him bring back the Lone Wolf gimmick and join the Judgment Day. I don't know, man. It's just something about the Lone Wolf gimmick and the Judgment Day I can see going well together. I can see him and like Priest forming a team, because let's be honest, Priest hasn't really been shining in Judgment Day like Rhea, Dom, and Finn has. So it'll be nice to see maybe the Lone Wolf come back and have Corbin and Priest, you know, make a team and get the tag titles. We get into the latest episode of Miz TV, or should I say Byron TV, because he relinquishes his role as host and gives it to Byron Saxton. And I don't know, man, this is very random, but every time I see Byron Saxton, I see Tom Dubois from the Boondocks. But with that said, basically, you know, Miz does his usual sad heel promo where he's like, I paid Dexter Lumis and all that. And then Johnny Gargano comes out and nothing much, man. You know, Johnny just calls him out how he's a compulsive liar. And then we get Dexter Lumis in the ring and he's dressed as a cameraman. But basically, the major takeaway from this promo was Dexter and Miz having a match at Survivor Series. And if Dexter wins, Miz has to pay in full and he gets a contract for WWE, which confused me because I thought Dexter Lumis was already signed with WWE, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this segment. After that, we get a backstage segment with Kathy Kelly and Shelton Benjamin. And then Dominic shows up, Dominic and Priest, and they kind of, you know, antagonize Shelton. And Shelton challenges them to a match. Well, excuse me, Priest actually challenged them, but then Shelton was like, I accept your challenge, but he points at Dom, which leads to a match later on in the night. And it was a pretty good match, man. It's good to see somebody like Shelton Benjamin back on TV. I honestly think he needs to have one last push, man, because, you know, we're not getting any younger in life, man. So Shelton needs to push that he so awfully deserves, because it's been a long time. But, of course, Dominic gets the win, man. He makes Judgment Day look strong. He, of course, won with the assistance of Judgment Day with Rhea and Dom. But it was a pretty decent match, man. So it's nice to see everyone, you know, involved. We then proceed with another backstage segment featuring former Mr. Money in the Bank, Austin Theory. And then we have another return, man. Dolph Ziggler came back. So it's good to see Dolph Ziggler come back. So basically, you know, they get into an exchange during the promo, which leads to a match. And yeah, man, let's see how it goes. We jump right into the next match with Damage Control's Io Sky versus Dana Brooke. And Dana's upset because, you know, Nikki threw away the 24/7 title last week. But let's be real, man. Nikki did us all a favor. I wasn't really feeling the 24/7 title anyway. I'm more of a hardcore championship cat. But, you know, another decent match, man. There's a lot of decent matches tonight, man. Maybe I'm just, you know, I'm just reviewing stuff differently. But I enjoyed this episode tonight, man. There's a lot of good matches. But we're going to talk more about them later on in the video. Another thing I wanted to point out, too, WWE mentioned that Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, and Ashante Dawson, I believe her last name was. Forgive me if I got it wrong or if I'm missing somebody else. That they were served, man. And, you know, it was Veterans Day the other day, so I just wanted to say thank you for your service. And, you know, thank you to them for serving. And, you know, thank you to all our veterans out there, man. Just thank y'all for y'all service in general, man. It means a lot, man. Another thing I forgot to mention, after the Io Sky match, man, Mia Yim came out and she joined Team Belair. And I was kind of shocked, man, because I thought they were going to keep the whole thing going with the Judgment Day and the OC. I honestly thought that they would have Candice LeRae join Bianca's team, but I'm not mad with this choice either, man. It's nice to see Mia get into a War Games match, because remember, she was going to be in the one back in NXT with Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox, but we all know how that ended with Dakota turning on Tegan. So it's nice to see Mia Yim finally get her moment. Picking back up with the Theory and Ziggler situation, man, which led to a match, of course. And I must say, this was match of the night, in my opinion. These two tore the house down last night. And this match was honestly better than the main event to me, man. And I'm loving the way they're portraying Theory right now, man. I know everybody was mad at Hunter, well, Triple H, for the decision he made of having him cash in the briefcase the way he did. But I'm loving the storyline we're getting out of this. We're seeing a more ruthless, more aggressive Austin Theory. And it's nice to see Ziggler back, too. Like I said, it's nice to see all these faces back tonight. I'm interested to see where the storyline goes. Keep doing what you're doing with Theory out there, Triple H. You're doing a good job. Now, here we are picking back up with the whole Corbin and Tozawa situation. Like I said, it basically leads up to a match. Nothing major in this match. And I know I sound like a broken record saying this, but once again, it's nice to see more faces coming back. We've seen Akira Tozawa back. I honestly want the old Akira Tozawa to come back, the one we grew up with in the Indies and stuff. So, yeah, man, not really much to say about this match, because like I said, I'm not really feeling the whole Corbin JBL duo. Corbin picks up the win, of course, because they're building them up. But yeah, man, I'm still not, I'm not with the duo just yet. Maybe I need to give it a little more time, because, the storyline just started. So let's just see where it goes, man. We got to give it a chance. We then go back to Damage Control, and they have now found their final member. Rhea Ripley joined, man. Because Mia Yim joined Team Belair, so Rhea was like, I'll join your team, take care of Mia. Makes sense, makes sense. I was honestly thinking that they would have somebody like bringing back Piper Niven, man. You know, dropping the Dewdrop gimmick, because that was horrible, man. It's nice to see everybody shining. This is going to be a great War Games match. So let's see where it goes. Here we are in the final stretch. AJ versus Finn Balor gets confirmed after an interview with Finn Balor by Byron Saxton from backstage before the main event, which is also for the United States Championship. We're getting Seth versus Finn. Not really much I can say about this promo. You know, I think it's just to confirm the match at Survivor Series with Finn accepting. And that's pretty much it. They also mentioned something about a show featuring The Undertaker called One Dead Man Show. And I honestly didn't hear too much about it because I was watching Raw on a bootleg, actually. And the downside of that is it's in Spanish. And your boy got to learn Spanish, man. I got to add that to my bucket list because I don't have cable. So, you know, I had to watch it somehow. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the main event. The United States champion Seth freaking Rollins defends his championship against Finn Balor, reigniting their rivalry from years ago when Finn beat Seth for the Universal title. But nothing really major for this match for me, man. Like I said, match of the night for me was honestly Theory versus Ziggler. I think they tore the house down. I had loved every bit of that match. And, of course, Seth retains, man, because, you know, the OC came out, and the Judgment Day came out, and they brawled. Finn goes for the coup de grace. AJ interferes, pushes him down. Seth goes for the stomp. And still, your United States champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Finally, we end the show with the new and improved Theory. Like I said, it's more ruthless, it's more aggressive. Theory comes and attacks Rollins. And we end the show with Theory standing tall over Seth Rollins. And like I said, Triple H, I'm loving what you're doing with Theory right now, man. At first, I was upset about the cash in because I was like, why would you have someone cash in on an open challenge? To me, it would have made more sense had he accepted the open challenge and then lost the match and was like, I want a rematch. Then he cashes in and loses. I wouldn't have felt, you know, too bad about that one. But yeah, man, it's good to see this new Theory, man. I'm interested to see where this goes. It's obviously going to be Seth versus Theory going forward. So let's see where it goes, man. So there y'all go, man. That's my review of Monday Night Raw. And thank y'all for the people that made it all the way out this far. This is my first YouTube video, and I apologize because I know I tend to ramble a lot and, you know, I'm nervous and stuff. But we're going to get into it, man. I'm not finna give up. We're going to ride with this journey. Let's ride and enjoy it together. But with that said, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If there's some stuff y'all didn't like about the show, what did y'all like? Tell me what y'all liked, what y'all didn't like, what's some things y'all would have changed, what's some things you would have kept. Let me know, man. I'm interested, man. We're all united by one thing, and that's the love of professional wrestling. So with that said, everybody be safe out there. And I want to leave y'all with some words of encouragement also. If y'all have anything out there y'all want to do in life, man, go out and do it, man. Chase your dreams, because the older I get, I look like we're not getting no younger, man. So just go out there and chase your dreams, man. So let me not ramble with this outro any longer. With that said, y'all have a good one. JP out.